Hi, this is Lisa Shemensky from the Forensics Community, and I know I said for my second vlog I would be doing a performance of a speech piece I did in high school. Kind of lied, that's being pushed back to the third vlog. So in this one, we're going to talk about how to make a partnership and duo work. Because if you don't have a partnership that's strong, your piece is going to suffer, and judges are going to be able to see this, and you're not going to rank as well as you would if you had a strong partnership with someone. And to be honest, having a right partnership, having a good partnership, isn't necessarily going to come down to you being in a duo with your friend. Sometimes it actually doesn't work. Getting a good duo going ultimately comes down to choosing the right person, and when you're looking at someone to choose for a duo, you're going to be looking for whether or not that other person's going to be able to make a commitment to the piece, whether or not you trust that person, if you can have open communication, and also if there's a level of support going on. So you're going to want to look for these things, and in this vlog we're going to talk about that, and hopefully that'll put you on the right step to getting a great duo partnership going so you do well in the speech season. Finding a good duo partner is a lot like finding yourself in a great relationship. You're going to want to stay away from people who have commitment issues. It just makes sense. If you are in a relationship where they can't put the time and energy to make this thing work, your piece is going to fail. It's just that simple. Practice makes perfect. There's a reason why that's a cliche, so adhere to it. I mean, you have to be looking at finding a partner that has the time and similar schedules as you, so that you guys have the amount of practice time needed to make good cutting, look through all notes from judges, friends, peers, coaches. You need to be able to have the time just to practice, just to analyze the piece, and try out new things. So if you don't have a partner that is going to be able to put the time forth that you need, or if your schedules are just so different where you're never going to be able to meet up, your piece is going to suffer, and you're going to look bad when you go into competition because you didn't have that time to put everything together and make everything look pretty and nice. So find that person who has the commitment time that you need, and your piece is going to do well. Trust. And no, I'm not talking about worrying if your duo partner is going to run off with a younger, sexier version of you. No, I mean, that could happen, but that's besides the point. What I'm talking about is getting a relationship where you trust and know your scene partner. Because if you don't have this level of trust and knowing what this person's going to do when you're in a round, there's really going to be no risk-taking going on, and you're not going to excel in your piece. Take a few minutes before each practice. Get to know this person. Just shoot the breeze. Maybe go out and do something together as friends. Build a friendship from this partnership. Try to get to know them, because the more you know and trust this person, the more you're going to be willing to take risks with them, the more you're going to be able to improv with them. If something goes wrong while you're performing a piece, if you know them and if you trust them and rely on them, you guys can get each other through anything that happens in a round. So get to know this person, you're in a relationship, know them, and you'll succeed. And I want you to know that my feelings are... One of the biggest reasons why relationships fail, speech-wise and personal-wise, is if there's no form of communication going on. There needs to be open communication. If you don't have this, your piece is destined to fail. I don't care how great of actors you are. If you're not talking and communicating, you just will not do well. So I'm not saying if something's wrong, just start yelling at your partner, because that's not appropriate. There needs to be constructive criticism, and yes, there are boundaries, and how you phrase things is very, very important. But get in the habit of being able to say anything to your partner. And this does come after you get to build a level of trust. You see why this whole trust thing's important. But, don't blame everything that happens on your partner. Don't ever do that. But if something it doesn't feel right, or you think something could be improved somehow, even if it's something that might hurt your partner or kind of make things a little awkward, it's usually for the best if you're comfortable with this person to be able to say it. and to be able to get it out there. The more you guys can give constructive criticism, the better your piece is going to be, because I'm sure most of you know, you as a performer, you're performing. You're not going to be able to see everything that's going on. So having that outside source telling you things that you might be able to improve on is vital. So get comfortable with maybe taking a little negative comments from your partner. Also throw in some positive ones too. Because that's just what nice people do, and it helps build a level of trust. There's trust again, but also confidence boosters. But have this open flow, and you guys are just going to have a fun time with it, and being able to know that you can talk about anything to your partner just really opens you guys up, and again, builds that trust that's really necessary for a great partnership. The last thing that I found successful when I was doing duo is remembering that this is a team effort. There needs to be some sort of support system going on. I found doing my 2 years of duo that judges are going to start picking out and kind of labeling which partner is the weaker one and which one's the stronger one. To me, that's not really true in most cases. It's a team effort. Both of you need to work off each other and work well and get some kind of chemistry going. Again, that's where trust comes in. Yes, I mean, having this support system, I've been in this situation where I've been the stronger person and the weaker one, and both times it kind of sucks. So if you're in that kind of situation, which you're most likely going to be, have a support system going with your partner. If they're feeling down about, not performing as well, cheer them up, do something, go get ice cream, or I don't know, give them a compliment. But never blame your partner for any sort of non-success you're having. It's just not fair. You guys are in this together. It's a joint effort. So putting all blame and all congratulations on one person, it's just not fair, because you guys work together. It's duo for a reason. If it just, if it came down to one person, you guys would be in DI or HI. That simple. Alright, so those are some things that I learned from doing duo for 2 years. I hope I've passed some sort of advice on to you all that you guys can utilize, and it'll help make your speech season better. But yes, that's how I found to make a good partnership work. Join me next week, where I will be performing Yellow Wallpaper, one of my speech pieces from high school. Actually, my favorite piece I've ever done, because it's just so awesome. But join me next week for that. Again, I'm Lisa Shemensky, and best of luck to you, and good luck with the new season.